guys, how's it going? I know it's been a while since I've made a video. Life has been crazy. And I think I told you guys some of what was coming up, but thought I'd give you a bit of an update. Thank you for sticking around while I have been gone for quite a while. I think it's been maybe 5 weeks since I made a video. It's been, I think the last one was a Pokemon Let's Play. Before that, it's been even longer since I made a Wikipedia video. I do thank you guys. Some of you guys have been giving ideas for those videos, and that is awesome. I do want to get those started back up, but those do take a little bit longer than the rambles. And since I hadn't made anything, I just really wanted to get back into the groove a little bit and make something. And so this is happening. Sorry, I haven't been on camera in a while, and it's kind of exciting to be back on camera, and I don't know, it's fun. I like doing it, and I kind of forgot how much I like doing it. But now that I'm doing it, I'm like really excited, and I feel like I'm getting very animated, and you can't see it because I'm in so tight, so you can hear me whisper, but my hands are like doing all kinds of stuff, off camera mostly. Maybe every once in a while they're coming in a little bit. But since I've been gone, the Taekwondo club that I coach at has gone to a tournament, a collegiate tournament, that was a week and a half, probably 2 weeks by the time you watch this, ago. And I actually was able to coach every single match that we had that day. So I was pretty happy about that, because I lead these sparring classes, so I really try to coach as many or all of the matches as I can, because then I can, I try and kind of build a connection with each individual athlete, and learn what are their strengths, their weaknesses, what do they need to work on, so that if they're in a match and things aren't going their way, I'm not telling them, try doing double kicks when they're not someone who can really do those. That's something that we want to have them work on in the long term, kind of, but it's not something that's like, you can't just like learn a new kick at a tournament in the middle of a fight. It just doesn't work that way. And I think anybody who's ever, competed in a sport before knows that, at practice you drill new things, but at the competition isn't when you're like acquiring new skills, really. And you kind of, especially when you're fighting, I find more so than other sports, I found that you kind of just revert back to whatever you've really drilled in, everything you've thought about and wanted to do. If it's not something that you've like drilled in and like really been working on, it's gone, totally gone, because somebody else is coming and trying to kick you, hit in the head, in the body, and it's just poof, it goes away. And so you've really got to practice it in order for it to be there. And so as a coach, I have to know, what have you practiced? What are you able to do? Because I watch a match, and sometimes I think, if I was in this fight, I would do this, but you've got to know that that's not going to work for some people. And for some people, I think I was able to do that really well. For other people, not as well. And a lot of times that kind of boils down to how often they've been in practice. If they've been in practice a lot, then I think that I'm able to give much better coaching advice. And if they haven't, not so great. We had a fairly large amount of injuries, unfortunately, this time. Nothing too critical. We had a bruised hip. One guy, it doesn't sound that funny, but it wasn't super funny at the time, but it the hospital. Fortunately, we didn't have to put anybody in an ambulance this time. We've had it happen in the past, but, that's kind of how martial arts go. But so, he got checked out, but there was a while where he kind of had to brace one hand on each side and balance because he couldn't put any weight on it, or else it would hurt because it was tender. We had a broken nose, and a few other minor things, but all in all, nothing too severe. I know the broken nose sounds kind of severe, but honestly, noses break pretty easily. You don't have to hit them very hard. And so, and I think it's a lot less severe than if somebody broke like their leg or something. So that's kind of how the tournament went. We had a little bit of we had a few teams that did pretty decently well. We didn't score as many points as we have in the past, but we also took a much higher percentage of first-time competitors than we have in the past. So I'm not too surprised by that. I'm not too worried about it. I've also been teaching a class now, a second class, which is devoted to getting people ready to go to the Nationals tournament, which we are taking 2 people to, not counting myself. I'll be going as a coach, and that is in Delaware. Yes, Delaware, they tell me. So we're going to be going to that, and that is going to be at the beginning of April. So once that's over, I should start getting more of my time back, because right now I teach Tuesday. Wednesday I teach a half-an-hour class at the end of practice for the people getting ready to test for their black belt. I teach on Sunday. I often go on Friday. I go Wednesday. I usually don't go on Monday. Thursdays I'm free, so I'm recording tonight. So it's a lot of time. And so then a lot of the time when I'm free, I've been spending some time with my girlfriend. So that's just that's why there haven't been a lot of videos. And I don't want it to sound like I'm making excuses, because I don't want to be. That's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to kind of give you an update on what's happening in my life. And if you're wondering why there aren't, that's kind of the why. Because I've made commitments that have set time dates, and sometimes it's hard to make the video. I mean, the video doesn't have like a set deadline. And for a long time, I got really good about having the Wednesday videos out every week. And unfortunately, that has kind of fallen a little bit. Not too proud of that, but I hope to get that back at some point. Once, I'm thinking maybe this summer, I should be able to do that more easily than I am right now. Because I will probably be teaching less. I definitely won't be teaching the Tuesday class, which is I feel like the one that's kind of putting things over the top right now. Also, over the summer, we have fewer days of practice. We don't have a weekend class. We only have 3 classes rather than 5, I think. Yeah, 5. So, it's kind of a big difference. I think that is mostly what's been happening in my life. I'm also I'm also looking for a new apartment right now. So I've got a couple places that we're looking at that we're pretty excited about. So fingers crossed, we're gonna try and go view them next week, I think. And hopefully one of those places will work out. Trying to think. I feel like there were a couple of other things I wanted to talk to you guys about. But right now, my brain is kind of blanking on it. I know I should probably write a script, but I never think of that until I'm running out of things to say, and podcast kind of way. I believe that I know subscribers have grown. I think Instagram followers has grown and Twitter followers have all grown, I believe, during this period of silence for me. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if when I take 5 weeks without making a video, if half of you guys are gone, but there's more of you. I mean, I think we were at 239-ish 5 weeks ago. Now we're at 280-ish. And, just thank you guys. I will promise this to you, that I will never just stop without telling you. There may come a day, and I hope that there never does, because I really do love doing this. It's so much fun, and I think I really enjoy doing this, and I think that a lot of you guys really enjoy watching it. But if I ever do stop, I promise that I will upload a video telling you that I am stopping, and so that you're not just left hanging and wondering. So if you don't see a video like that and I'm gone, I will come back. I will try to never be gone longer than I just was, and hopefully, well, never longer than I absolutely have to. But yeah, I will never just go cold turkey and not let you guys know, because I think that's really rude. And yeah, I don't want to do that, so I won't. Also, I recently, just jumping all over the place here today, I recently joined Dollar Shave Club. If you haven't checked it out, definitely recommend it. I tried their shave, I think they call it shave butter. Blew my mind. I thought it was so awesome. My favorite part about it was that it's clear when it goes on, so I can see what I'm doing a lot better. Drives me nuts that, like, I can't see, you put the shave cream on or whatever, and it's white, and you can't see what you're doing. Why, right? Highly recommend it. So, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out, because it is great. I've only gotten one box so far. I'm a little bit bummed, actually. My second box was supposed to arrive like 2 days ago, and it still hasn't, so still waiting for that. Also, I don't know how many of you guys have heard of I don't know how many of you guys play video games at all, to start with. Again, we've talked about this in the past, but I don't know how much overlap there is between video gamers and ASMR video watchers and whatnot, but I don't know if you guys have heard of Dungeon Defenders. It was a tower defense game. That's what it's classified as. It came out in 2011, originally for the PC, then it got ported to the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. And basically what it was is you'd build, it started with originally 4 characters, and later on the PC they released expansions with like 7 more characters, I think. And each character type had different towers that it could build, like 4 or 5 different towers, something like that. And then the character could also attack the enemies. And so like it kind of had the 2 elements, and you could build your character to work on towers mainly on your character's damage or combination. And then there were different maps, and you had to defend like a home base, or a crystal is what they called it. And it was a ton of fun. If you haven't checked it out, highly recommend it. It's a great game. I just played some earlier tonight because it's just a lot of fun. And one level takes maybe 20 minutes or so. And as you move up, you get better gear. All of the traditional like RPG game elements of leveling a character up, stuff like that. So that's a lot of fun. But they actually are just releasing a Dungeon Defenders 2, and currently it's out only on PC, and through Steam they're calling it a pre-alpha, so the game's still in development, but you can play it. Right now I think it's like $25, and once it comes out it's going to be free to play, and they're claiming that they're going to use kind of a League of Legends style. I think it's League of Legends. Basically you're going to be able to buy like different skins or like things that make your character look different but don't actually affect how your character plays. Like you don't get an advantage from it, you just look cooler. Those will be the only things you can actually buy for real money, which is the way they should do it. Because if you can win easier based on paying more money, it kind of takes away the point of playing the game. So you're just buying your way to winning. That's how I feel. I think a lot of people feel similarly. I'm sure there are some people who feel oppositely. But what am I gonna do? But I think it's a lot of fun. I'm really thinking about trying the new one, but I also kind of want to wait to try it. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Should I try it? Should I not try it? Should I wait? Well, okay. Should I try it or should I wait for it to come out in the free version, the full finished version? I don't know. When I used to play Dungeon Defenders 1, I played it my sophomore year after thermo class. Me and some of my friends who were also in thermo with me, we'd stay up. I think we'd start our thermo homework. Don't do your homework this way. We'd start around 10 p.m. on Thursday night. It was due Friday. We'd start about 10, after 10:30, maybe even 11, because I had practice, I think from 9 to 10 on Central Campus. I lived on North Campus, so did my friends. And North Campus, Central Campus, it's like a half an hour or so apart by bus, for those of you who've never been to U of M, which is probably most of you. They're about a half an hour apart. So I'd take the bus starting at 10, depending how fast I got out, go back up, so now it's like 10:40, take a shower, then I'd go over to my friend's place, who, he was in a different dorm, so it was probably easily 11 o'clock by the time I got there. That was when we would start doing our homework. One time we didn't finish until 6:30 in the morning, which sounds pretty bad, but one, I never did an all-nighter in college, which is pretty rare. Most people do them, I never did, which 6:30 kind of sounds like I practically did one, except I didn't have class until I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I went to bed and got like 7 hours of sleep that day. So, I mean, I still very much slept, but so we would, and on that homework, I don't think we finished that one. That class was like silly hard. We, the graduate students, we call them GSIs, graduate student instructors, who were like the TAs, the assistants to the professor. They would each write a homework problem every week, and there were I think 3 of them, and they would compete with each other to see who could write the hardest problem. It got so out of hand that on one of our homeworks the professor emailed out and said skip number 2 or 3. I can't solve it myself. So it was crazy hard. And but after we would do these homeworks, we would then either once we finished or once we gave up because it was just we couldn't figure it out at all, we would then play some Dungeon Defenders, and I gotta say, I think that was the most fun I've ever had playing a video game, because it was the first time that I'd ever had like a group of friends that I like regularly played a game with, and we all had our characters that we like progressed with and developed together, and it's really well set up because there'll be like different directions that they can come through. So some are coming here, some are coming here, some are going like this. And it's like each person could take, like, I'll take top, you take bottom, he's got left, she's got right, and then everybody develops how they're gonna develop, hold their area. And then every once in a while there'd be like, they call them ogres. They're like, kind of like a mini boss who would come, and they had like, everything else had like 1,000 health, and they had like 50,000 health, and they hit way harder. And so like everybody would be like, oh, over here, because there's an ogre, and everybody would come running, and you'd work together, and so it's a lot of fun. So especially if you've got some friends like that, highly recommend get them together. If you've never tried it, get together, try the game. So much fun, can't recommend it enough. But so I don't know, I'm thinking of trying to get them back together to play that. I've thought about maybe trying to do plays with you guys at some point. I don't know. Just these are just thoughts that go through my head. But so yeah, that is most of the rambles that I have off the top of my head. Again, thank you very much, you guys, for sticking with me, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I know that some of you guys said that you like the authentic, enthusiastic feel to the videos, and I feel like I just really let this one go. I didn't really hold back on the enthusiasm, other than, I kept it to a whisper, and sometimes I feel like, whoa, and I like, you wanna be expressive and loud and everything, but that's not what an ASMR video does. So, with that in mind, I hope that this was something you guys enjoyed still, and I hope it didn't scare